and welcome. I am so excited for today's video. As you can see, I have a Cricut Joy 2 here with me. In this video, I will be unboxing the Cricut Joy 2. I will be going over everything that's in here, price point, and then we're going to work on a project together. A little bit more about the Cricut Joy 2. I got the Cricut Joy 2 in the essential blue color. I believe it comes in 3 colors: green, jade, as they call it, the essential blue, and the pink. All 3 colors are available on Cricut's website, but if you purchase this from Michael's in-store or Michael's online, you can only get it in the blue and the green. The pink is exclusive to Cricut, as well as if you're upgrading from the Cricut Joy, you can buy just the machine on Cricut's website, but on Michael's, you have to purchase the essential bundle. I'm excited to unbox this, and let's get to it. Hi from voiceover Sally. I realized that I recorded me unboxing and then I chopped up the video and edit, and then what I was saying didn't make sense. So here I am unboxing the Cricut Joy 2 and everything that it comes with. This is the user guide, and it lists every item that you're going to find in your essential bundle. And it comes with 2 boxes, this slightly larger one, and then a smaller, thinner one, and then the outlet, as well as the beautiful, the one and only, the Cricut Joy 2. Here she is. I'm giving you a little 360. She's beauty. She is grace. Do you guys name your Cricut? Should I name my Cricut? Okay, so I'm cleaning up my space. I'm opening the first box. And what do I see? I see a card mat. I'm so excited for this because I've always wanted one. And then we have a 4x12 light grip mat, which is very important and essential for a lot of projects. You have a paper ruler. They've given you a double-sided 0.4 millimeter and a 1 millimeter end marker. And I said they've given you, like, I didn't just go purchase this myself. I also found a scoring blade, which was so nice because blades are really expensive on their own. So I'm really happy with everything that I'm finding. Here I have the spatula as well as the weeder, and these help you clean things off your mat or off your projects. And then we have a scraper. This helps you attach your material onto your mats to make sure they don't move when they're being cut. And here we have a paper trimmer, which is essential when you're working with the Cricut Joy 2, who has a really small surface area, and you're going to need to cut your larger papers to fit within the opening and go on the mat. So now we move on to the second box, and here we have all our paper goods and our vinyls. So voice over me, here to interrupt voice over me, that is the matless permanent iron-on vinyl, sorry. And they also included a sample of their insert cards in a cream and in a brown color, as well as having black insert to go with it. And then, of course, the envelopes. They also gave us a decent amount of smart vinyl matless permanent vinyl. That is a mouthful, but they gave us 3 different colors, and they gave us 3 sheets of the matte black. And they've also included transfer tape, which you use alongside the permanent vinyl. Here I have full size, which is so nice, full size printable vinyl. This type of vinyl is good for stickers, and it works best with inkjet printers. They've included full size 65-pound cardstock, which is so good. 65-pound is the standard in cardstock when you're gonna make paper crafts. They gave us blue, red, cream, and white. And then here's everything that came in the box displayed. Machine, samples of vinyl, smart iron-on, transfer tape, cardstock, light grip mat, card mat, a ruler, a scraper, a spatula, a weeder, a scoring blade, and a precision paper trimmer. All of this together comes out to $140, around $147 after tax. And I kind of think it's actually a really good starter set because you get to try out all the materials. You get full products. You get obviously the machine, the trimmer, a mat, and you get a card mat. And these are very useful. These are things that are essential to using the machine. This, if you don't have this as well, a scraper is very important. A scoring guide is important if you're making cards to score the spine where it'll fold. And then your weeder and your spatula, I always gravitate towards these. So I think that this is a really good essential bundle, I think, for the price point. The machine itself is just $100, which the Cricut Joy was too, and I think the Cricut Joy came with just a really small mat, 4x6, I believe, and only a really small sample of the matless permanent vinyl. So the fact that you get all of this for $140, I think it's worth it. Because if you were to buy the trimmer, the card mat, the light grip mat, the scraper, the weeder, and the spatula separately, you would need to spend $60 in order to buy that, but it comes included in this bundle. Now we're going to move on to Cricut Design Space so we can look up the new updates and we can make a project using our Cricut Joy 2. Here I have opened the Cricut Design Space so that we can work on a project. All Cricut machines work via Cricut Design Space. This is where you'll make all your designs and connect your machine. Look for your machine in the top right hand corner. Here you can see I have my Joy 2 connected as well as my Maker 3, being that I use it for larger projects. The Joy 2 connects via Bluetooth as indicated by the logo here. To connect your Cricut Joy 2, follow the steps provided for you on the blade guard or in your starting guide. You can also visit cricut.com/setup or scan the multiple QR codes provided for you. To work on a new project, you can click the New Add button and select a specific project to work on. Cricut Design Space New Update changes the canvas to match the selected project to make it easier for you to envision your final design. For today's project, we're going to select Insert Card from the drop-down menu. In the search bar, I'm going to search for a thank you card and select a design that best suits the black cardstock. My final pick is this mustache thank you good sir design. After choosing my design, I'm going to change the appearance of it to black so I can preview my design with the colors I've chosen before I cut it. On the right, you'll see two menu options, Layers and Material Colors. Layers shows you every design that's part of your project as its own individual layer, while Material Colors sorts the designs by matching color. I've checked all three mustaches so that I can change their color all at once, and I can do so by clicking them from the Layer menu or from the canvas and clicking each one. Now I'm just looking at my layers and can see that the mustaches and insert corners are all a basic cut and that the text, thank you good sir, is a draw operation. I'm happy with my design, so we're going to move forward and click make on the right hand corner to move on to the next window. Because my project is untitled and not saved, it'll first ask me if I want to save my project. I will not do so this time, but if you were to select save, it'll prompt you to name your design before moving forward. And the next window is where we preview our design and the placement on the mat. Here we can also make some changes, but they're very minimal and they're more for the placement on the mat. Here you'll see the operations the machine is going to perform and in what order. So for us, we have pen and then we have basic cut. You can also see the material load mat. For today's project, I'm going to need the card mat, and it's the only option it gives me when I click the toggle down menu. I'm also indicating that my project is 4.25 by 5.5 inches, same as what my canvas indicated earlier when I selected the insert card option. I do not need the mirror option, so I'm not going to toggle it, and I will click continue once I'm happy with how everything looks on my mat and I've checked everything that the Cricut will do. I've checked everything, but I'm going to make some final adjustments to the mustache. I want this one a little lower, and now I'm happy, so I'm going to move forward. This new window is where you get to select the material we are using. Because of the project I've indicated, Cricut Design Space has automatically chosen material that is compatible with the insert card design. They call it the insert card cardstock, meaning it's their pre-cut cardstock for cards. You can always use your own cardstock and still select this option. But you can also select other Cricut Joy 2 compatible materials by going to the popular menu. This is the most commonly used material, but if you click Browse All, you'll be able to see all the materials Cricut Joy 2 supports. I'll be sticking with the insert card cardstock for this project. Once you've selected your material, you'll need to select the pressure needed for your project. The default pressure is the automatic selection, but you can always pick less or more. And this is something that you'll learn with the more you use your product. Since I'm content and I'm going to leave it at default, I'm going to look at menu 2. Menu 2 tells us the tools we're going to need as well as when to load our mat into the machine to start our project. I need to insert the pen into my Cricut Joy 2 before the blade. So I'm going to do that and then we'll start our project. Okay, so here I have the machine. The light is flashing, letting me know that it's ready to go. And here I have the card mat, which I will be using for this project. I will also have these ready that I came with for this project. Then here are the inserts that came with our sample. And this is the cardstock I will be using. So for the card mat, you go ahead and peel this plastic off. It covers this sticky part right here. So you insert your card through here and you align it to the appropriate size. So I have a 4.25, so I'm going to align it to that. And then you push down, and you could use your scraper to make sure that it sticks on well so it doesn't move. It's asking me to first have the pen in, and it wants it on the 0.4 side. So easy, uncap it, slide it in here, close, and now you load your mat. One thing I like to add is that when you first open your Cricut and you go through your starting guide, it'll mention that you need to leave 10 inches or so in the back of the Cricut so that the mat can slide in and out, as you can see here. This is a card mat, so it's only about 4 inches by 6, so if anything you'll need 6 inches. But if you were to work with the longer mat, you will definitely need to place your Cricut somewhere where you can give it 10 inches of clearance to work. Okay, now the machine is flashing. This operation was done, and since everything is done on the Cricut Design Space for the Cricut Joy 2, since it doesn't have any buttons unlike the other machines, my Cricut Design Space is now telling me that I need to switch the pen for the utility blade. So I'm going to clamp it in there. And on the computer now, I'm going to click go, and it's going to continue with the second operation. Unload, and it seems I placed it incorrectly, so it did cut off, but that would be my mistake and not the machine's. So here you can use your spatula to gently start lifting and weeding the cutout. lift and keep the cutouts on here. So these could be fun. You can definitely use these cutout for other projects because they're really cute. For this one, it's an insert card, so you would go ahead and put your backing on here. So now you have, thank you good sir, you have the mustaches with the insert, and that's how this function works. Just don't do what I did. But this is our project that we did with our Cricut Joy 2 using the sample product that came in here and some of the tools as well provided for us in our essential bundle. I hope that this video was useful to you. It helped introduce you to the Cricut Joy 2. I think that this product is going to be something that I use a lot alongside with my Cricut Maker. If you like what you see, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I am planning to put out a couple more Cricut videos in a Cricut series showing you different things and giving you a walkthrough of the Cricut design space. So if you have any questions or if you'd like to see something specific, let me know in the comments below and I will get to you in a video or in a comment.